Who's feeling a little bit kinky? Because today we're going to be taking a look at the Kinky Ugatai Chogokin DX Victory Robo from QQ Sentai GoGoV. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this video review. It has been a while since I've done a vintage Megazord review, so today I figured we'd take a look at the DX Victory Robo. Now, if you haven't already, be sure to check out my demo video, which I posted yesterday as kind of just a random thing I wanted to try out. I'm completely blatantly ripping off all those Korean toy channels, because why not, with a little bit of my own added personality. And playing with toys. While America was dreading Y2K, the rest of the world was in fact celebrating and eagerly looking forward to the new millennium, Japan included. So here we have the 99 machines, because 1999, yeah. And each one has its own name. This is the red ladder, the blue thrower, the green hover, the yellow armor, and of course the pink aider. And of course I'm going to use all the Japanese terms since this is the Japanese diecast release. The American toy is almost completely identical to this mold. The main exceptions are the Japanese version has a lot of diecast used in the joints as well as in the bumpers of the cars, where in the American version these bumpers were done in just a regular plastic with a chrome finish. So you don't have that good old Chogokin-y goodness. So taking a look first at the red ladder, it can be either a fire truck, which in the American version it was a fire truck, or it can be seen as a ladder truck. You can see it's got a lot of really nice sticker details, sticker in the front. The grill is in fact not die-cast. You do have these red translucent lights up at the top and the more sticker detail. We got a lot of sticker details. And the number 1 right there with the GoGoV logo symbol looking all sweet. What I really like about this character in particular is the hubcaps have been painted red. On the back you've got the GoGoV logo, and it does kind of rotate. It should be in this position. And on the other side you've got the same sticker but basically reversed. You also have in this Zord a lot of exposed screws. Like, I think this might be the worst in terms of exposed screws. You also have rubber wheels that do roll quite well. It's also mentioning that the American version did not have rubber wheels. It would have been replaced by just regular plastic wheels. And if you want, you can turn this into like a ladder truck, where you can take what will eventually become the arms, fold them forward, take the arms, pull the hands out, and then it will extend a tiny bit of ladder detail. And if you want, you can give it sort of this kind of cool look ladder, and it can become now like a flatbed truck. And if you wanted to, you can utilize these little guns as hoses, or you can open up with hands and turn it into like a hook, like a crane. You can do a lot of fun stuff. So a lot of playability with this Zord in particular. Get this baby back together. And there we go. Next up, looking at the yellow Has. Now, of course, yellow Has, again, big sticker right on the side. I believe it's like a heavy armored car of some sort used to traverse all sorts of weird, dangerous environments. And on the front, right there, we can see it's got more window details and the diecast grill right there, which is metal, nice and metally. And of course on the top right here you've got more chrome sticker details and the number 4. If you wanted to, you could actually open up his rear end, and you can either sit it and have it as kind of a ramp, or you can have it act as sort of a claw, so whenever it's traversing these dangerous environments, if it needs to pick something and dispose of it, it can just walk up to it and then pick it up, and then now it's got it secure in the back of the truck. It can drive away, and whatever it picked up, like a bomb or something, can explode or safely be removed from the scene. This also has rubber wheels, and it can roll, and it's got yellow hubcaps, so hooray for that. Now looking at the pink Aider, and hey, huge surprise, a pink Zord that's primarily made in molded white plastic. Woo, how original. This is number 5, again more chrome details, super shiny sticker right there. It's got the gray hubcaps, but the hubcaps are actually the GoGoV logo, which I think is kind of cool. I really like this grill. It reminds me of one of those BMWs, like an older BMW, and for that alone, I just like it. You've got more of the siren detail, another chrome sticker up at the top, and the 5 sticker right there. And if you wanted to, you can also open the back up, and this can act as sort of a loading ramp for whoever needs to be loaded and taken away. It's very simple. You just have the pink stripe going around, and that is literally the only pink that is on this Zord. Woo! Lastly, you've got the blue thrower. And first, I should mention that this antenna right here does not belong on it. This I actually took from the Super Train Megazord because I had an extra one, and I'm actually missing the second version of this gun. So there's supposed to be 2 of these guns, one right there and one right there for the Hydro Walker mode. So because I have the extra antenna, I'm actually just kind of keeping it there. It's the same color, and I kind of think it looks cool just like that, so I'm fine displaying it like that. But for the rest, I'm just going to take that off. And this is the thrower, and I'm trying to figure out how this is a thrower. I mean, if anything, red would be a thrower, not blue. It just looks kind of like a generic truck, maybe like an oil truck or a gas truck that can store, you know, fragile, or milk truck. Anything that needs to transport highly flammable liquids. This is kind of the vibe I get out of this. It does have rubber wheels like everything else. You can see the little hubcaps right there. It's got, instead of a chrome sticker, it's got a blue sticker which chrome details the GoGoV logo. And I really like the way the chrome and the 2 are kind of integrated. I think that's kind of a cool little touch. On the front, more GoGoV goodness, and you've got some headlight stickers. And on the side, again, some more of the same. You've got what I would imagine are pumps, because I'm assuming that whatever is in the back of this truck is liquid. I have not fully watched GoGoV yet, so, yeah, kill me. And on the bottom, you've got some more diecast and blue stickers. Very simple mode. Maybe if I put 2 and 2 together and stop being such a dummy, I would assume that what's back here is water, and that the water pumps and cannons at the top are utilizing the water back here to put out said fire or whatnot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Last but not least is the green hover. The green hover is like a little hovercraft, little jet, little chrome jet guy with some guns up in the front. He's got some nice landing pad things down here at the bottom. It doesn't do a whole lot by itself. The cockpit can open, but then you're just going to reveal a big robot head, and that's not any fun. You can twist, so if you wanted to do a vertical takeoff, twist it down. Yeah, very simple. It's the smallest one. It's just a typical Megazord head Zord bot. I like the little turbines right up here. They can also spin around. And you've got the number 3 right there. And the GoGoV detail right up in the front. That's basically it. So that's all for the Zords. Let's go ahead and let's combine this. Let's turn it into DX Victory Robo. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we are going to want to bend that and bend that. Take this and kind of leave it so it's flush to the back, and then do the same thing with this one. And for now, we can put this to the side. Then we're going to want to take blue. Let's remove the cannon for now. We're going to pull this to the side. Now, this one is the only one that actually has a diecast clip, and I do believe the American toy also has a diecast clip. And I think that's the only diecast that's seen in the American version. So you're going to want to spread them, and then you're going to take this cab, pull it down. Well, I guess you got to wait. There you go. You got to wait until it clicks, and then bend it down. And now we can insert that leg into that slot, and then hey, we've got kind of a new mode. This is the Victory Walker, or the Hydro mode. This is actually seen in the show. Of course, it would look better if I had 2 of those cannons, but whenever they had to put out a fire or blast an enemy, it would literally just be legs that walked, and it would shoot out of the 4 cannons that are up there. It was pretty grim and kind of scary looking, but hey, whatever. So Victory Walker in Japan, of course, is called the Hydro mode in the US. And it's just sort of an intermediate middle mode, fan mode or whatever. But we're going to take that off and we're going to store that right here on the back. Then we're going to lift the camera up. And hey, there's the red Zord. So what we need to do is we need to pop those arms off. This will swing around. We're going to want to bend the front, and then this will all clip into place, just like that. And now we can actually take this, and this will spin around to form the GoGoV logo, just like in the show. So it should be in that position to start, and then when you've done the epic reveal, boom, there you go. And this is where a lot of the diecast that were replaced with plastic was. These are all diecast. It's a big diecast joint, ratcheted joint also. Fold the arms out, pull them down, and then now pull them down like that, and that will reveal the chest. And then we can pull the hands out as well. The hands are kind of a pain in the butt, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. Lastly is the green hover. We're just going to take it, and then it's kind of a hard thing to open. But hey, there it is. And then we're going to push these antennae back so that we can fold these upwards. The antennas would be in the way, so that's kind of why we just fold them back for now. We're going to twist these forward and lift these sort of panels, and it really does a good job covering the gappiness. Because if you didn't have these little pieces right here, you would just have a gappy looking head. And then we can take the antennas, fold them up, and now we can stick Mr. Hover right up there. And there we have the DX Victory Robo with a hand that's coming a little loose. Now these hands, because of this whole gimmick right here, it makes them really difficult to just get them to sit still, to get them to sit flush. So you kind of have to always fidget with them. But there it is. Now in terms of articulation, standard Megazord, you get the arms that can move, and that is literally it. You always gotta make sure this is in the right spot. Hang on, there we go. I like this Megazord. It wasn't one, when the time this show came out, this was actually when I was starting to get out of Power Rangers, when I was still a young, youthful, wee lad. So I never actually had these as a kid. But at the same time, I feel like this is when, to me at least personally, this is when Power Ranger Megazord started getting really interesting with the use, with all the chrome and all the fun bits. So I kind of wish I had this as a kid. But I'm even more happy that I have the Japanese version as an adult, because the Japanese version, you just can't go wrong. It is a bit small. It's very small, and for size comparison, this is sad, but it's the only Power Rangers Zord thing I have out here. Here is the Megazord from Dino Charge, and the bootleg Celestial God, whatever this thing is. Even this guy is kind of small. This guy only stands about 8 inches. So Victory Robo is definitely a lot smaller. Oh, I remember I did a size comparison with Zyuohger, with Chogokin and Victory Robo. Insert clip right there. So that's about how small he is. Anyway, that does it for this look at DX Victory Robo. Here's just a quick look at the back. We can see where the weapon storage is. We can see how cool the rocket packs look on back. And all the chrome stickers and everything had a lot of detail and life to him from the front. Overall, it's not one of my favorite Megazords, but it's one that I really enjoy pulling out every once in a while and just, you know, kind of touching it a little bit. And yeah, like I said, happy to have this in my collection. Well, that does it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you thought. Do you have this toy? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.